scheduled Inland Wetlands and Watercourse Agency meeting for Tuesday, June 6, 7 p.m. Can I have, they have an election of secretary on our list.
Do you have nominations?
So we would need some nominations?
We weren't prepared for nominations.
Hello.
I'll nominate Ginny.
Okay.
I second that nomination.
Any other nominations for secretary? Seeing none, we'll close nominations. Well, we don't have secretary, so we can do roll call. Yeah.
Donna.
Yes,
Kevin.
Yes.
Gary's not here. John.
it's not here.
Oh, he's not here either. Whoops. Robert.
Yes.
Charlotte.
Yes.
Yes from me. And Joe.
Yes.
Okay, six in favor, motion passes. Ginny, you're our
You get the job.
secretary again.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Ginny, could you do roll call? No.
Donna?
Yes, here.
Kevin?
Yes. Here.
Carrie's not here. John is not here, right? Robert?
Yes. A year.
Charlotte?
Present.
Jane?
Yep.
And Joseph?
Here.
And Ginny?
Great. I'd like to see Joe and Charlotte as members today, voting members. Yep. Well, so you're welcome to do that. Okay, fire evacuation procedures. In event of a fire or emergency, please exit the door to my left and go out and down the stairs and away from the building, or you can exit the door in the back and again go away from the building. Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Next on the agenda is public participation. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to speak with items not on the agenda? Anybody want to speak regarding items not on the agenda? One last time, anybody want to speak regarding items not on the agenda? Seeing none, we move forward. Correspondence. We don't really have any today.
Other than, I believe Rick sent a notice of violation out.
Yes.
Which you received, and that's really it.
Okay, great, thank you. Commissioners' correspondence. Anybody have any to my left or to my right? No, I think we're good. Approval of minutes for March 7th and May 2nd.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for Tuesday, March 7th and Tuesday, May 2nd, 2017.
Second.
Okay, great,
Second.
thank you. Roll call?
Donna?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Robert?
Yes.
Charlotte?
Yes.
Jane?
Yes.
Joseph?
Yes.
And Ginny? I abstain because I wasn't here.
So 6 in favor, 1 abstain, motion passes. Okay, new business. Item on the agenda is IW 581, 33 Post Office Road, application for a swimming pool design center and distribution facility. Clarence K., owner applicant, map 047, lot 0030, I-1 zone. Is the applicants here? Doesn't look like.
No, we told them that they were just having their application accepted.
Okay,
And I wasn't sure if you wanted to make this one a public hearing or not, but that's up to you.
okay. I think, do we want to make this as a, we're accepting the application today. Does anybody think we should do a public hearing? I know we did the last couple of
Yeah.
times, and,
I would recommend that we do a public hearing. I was mentioning before the meeting that I had seen on the Enfield Town Forum Facebook page that people were talking specifically about this site, so I think they would be interested in participating in the discussion.
okay. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we make
Oh,
this a
sorry.
public, I'm sorry.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Donna?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Robert?
Yes.
Charlotte?
Yes.
Jane?
Yes.
Joseph?
Yes.
Ginny? Yes.
7 in favor, motion passes, so we'll have a public hearing for, can we do it in 2 weeks? That should give, does that give us time to get all our notices out and all that?
Yep, we'll post it tomorrow, so.
Okay. Thank you. So for our next meeting in 2 weeks, we'll have a public hearing. Next on the agenda is XIW 1616, 90 Parsons Road, application for upgrades to the water pollution control plant, Town of Enfield owner, Department of Public Works, water pollution control applicant. Map 011, lot 0020, residential zone. Are the people in the audience? Great. Could you come forward? State your name and address for the record.
I'm happy.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name's Jonathan Belmes. I'm the Director of Public Works, 40 Moody Road, Enfield, Connecticut. And I'm going to give a brief introduction to the project and then turn it over to Jay Sheehan of Woodard and Curran, our primary consultant on the job. As you may or may not know, the Water Pollution Control Facility is located at 90 Parsons Road. Approximately 95% of the residents in Enfield are on the sewer. On their sewerage is delivered there. The other 5 have septic systems, 5%. After treatment, the water is discharged to the Connecticut River through a 60-inch buried reinforced concrete pipe. Major site features that will be upgraded as part of the project include an operations building, which houses a staff, some solids handling, and a laboratory. There are 2 stories there presently. There's the first area called the Influent and Headworks, which is outdoor area. That will be part of the project. Then we go to what's called clarifiers, primary and secondary clarifiers that help with the settling of the solids. And then there are biological reactors that are roughly the size of 2 Olympic swimming pools. And there's a chlorine contact tank. The majority of the equipment has been in service for over 40 years and has reached the end of its useful life. There was a minor nitrogen removal upgrade in 2004. Other than that, as I said, most of the equipment is 40 years old. The treatment plant requires a replacement of most of the pieces of equipment. The town has been proactive in pursuing the upgrade, and as you know, a $36 million referendum was passed, I think 2015, by a wide margin. So this project has support of the town. We had to fast track this project. We've been fast tracking it in order to make sure we can secure Clean Water Fund grants. The Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection is a major partner in this project. They attend all our project meetings. They review all our documents. They provide comments and guidance on how best to upgrade this project for environmental protection and to secure the Clean Water Fund grants and loans. Project really started in 2014, and we are now at the 90% design. The project will be going out to bid this summer, and it is funded by the sewer fees, not taxes. That was a change that was made, I believe, in 2013 in the town. So that's a very brief introduction. Again, the town is the applicant. The water pollution control staff and facility falls under the Department of Public Works in this town. And at this point, I'll turn it over to Jay Sheehan.
Hi, Jay Sheehan from Woodard and Curran. We're at 1699 Elm Street in Enfield, and we've been working with the town on this project for a series of years. I'd like to go to some boards and show you kind of the highlights of the inland wetland features on the site and some of the erosion control measures we have. Okay, great. like a Rubik's Cube. But we're there. Okay. So hopefully you can all see the board. We have basically two different sets of inland features, inland wetlands and watercourses. We have the main one outlined by this green line. To the far west of the site is the Connecticut River. So that's obviously a water course with a corresponding wetland. We have another Beeman's Brook, which is a water course, and there's wetlands around that water course, and that's to the south of the site. There's a small inland wetland in kind of the center, southwest corner, if you will. And then there's a northeast corner wetland feature as well. So this plan we drew on the 100-foot upland review area in this orange color. So you can see that's the 100-foot upland review area. And then we also added the 200-foot upland review area from the water courses. So it's in purple. That's 200 feet from the Connecticut River. And then in purple over here is 200 feet from the Beeman's Brook. So you can see we shaded the areas that go onto the existing site of those. The 200-foot areas are in the purple. So there's two areas there. And then within the 100-foot area, they're in kind of the salmon orange color. And there's two small areas there as well. We also, it's a very pre-disturbed site. It's been operational for 40 years. So there's a lot of impervious. So you can see the gray color here is all existing pavement throughout the site. These are tanks, so really they're concrete. They could be shaded gray as well, and these tanks as well. So there's very few grass area features on the site. So this plan that we have here, and it's very similar to what you have in your packets, we highlighted the erosion control measures that we are proposing for the project. Specifically, so the site is essentially in a dip. It's it's the grading of the site. Everything goes. It's like a bowl, so everything goes towards the plant, except for in these two areas are actually the contours go away from the site. So we propose siltation fences in those areas. We have siltation barriers around every catch basin. We have inlet protection for all those. We have a silt fence around. This is an area where there's the most disturbance, so we have siltation around that entire area because there's going to be new construction. And then we also have some hay bale type protection around some other features on the site. We intend, so the inlet protection is, a silt stack. We have a standard detail. We have tree protection, which is not really in the wetland related. We have sedimentation barriers, silt stock that we can use at any place. The silt fences are the standard, siltation fence with wooden stakes and a filter fabric in front of it, and then hay bales around the straw bale barrier at the drain inlets. So those are the different types of features we're using to protect the inland wetlands watercourses. Being a site that's going to be disturbed over an acre, it's got to have a stormwater pollution prevention plan. So that's something that we will have in the bid documents that the contractor will have to provide. And there'll be routine inspection over the course of the project to make sure that that all the sedimentation's in place. The town has actually 2 levels of control over that. They've hired a consultant to help as a project manager for the project, and then we're the consultant, the designer. So we'll all be kind of keeping an eye on the contractor. And so there's an added level of protection. Just looking to see if there's anything I missed. We don't really expect any major stockpiles. I should say there will be no stockpiles within those areas of concern on the site. There's no reason to do that. We don't have a lot of stockpiles needed anyway, but even equipment storage and trucks and other things will absolutely not be within these 100-foot, any of these 100 or 200-foot areas. They'll all be elsewhere on the site, and that's been specified in the plans. So with that, would be open to any questions? You so choose.
How long is it going to take to complete?
So we probably expect a 2-year period. You know, and we're working out the timing of it. We want to be nice to the contractors on timing so we get favorable bids, but we need to be realistic about an operating plant that needs to treat wastewater.
Are the underground fuel storage tanks going to be replaced? That are in the upland review area?
So joining me is Shelby Boscheman, who's one of the engineers on the project.
So we are removing oil storage tanks that are currently there, and we're putting a new oil storage tank in the front of the building in the previous location. That was the initial constructed location when the plant was built in the 70s.
It shows a gasoline and a separate diesel storage tank as
Oh,
well.
those are not in our project. Those are on the site, but not as part of our project area.
Okay.
Those are all the way north?
Where's the?
North, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
On the arrow.
To the right.
Yes.
to the right.
So those are existing. But they aren't being moved, those, and that dispenser's all staying where it is. And so you said there are tanks that are moving. Where are those ones?
The north of the operations building has an existing
Oh, there it
fuel
is,
storage
yeah.
tank.
Okay. I see it now. I just didn't see it on the plan.
Yep.
Not looking at the close-up one.
Right.
Yes.
I noticed on one of the other pages, they had possibly, they're going to cap a pipe and possibly have a monitoring well. Hold on one second.
Is it an existing monitoring well? Not that I'm aware of.
C001.
It's right in the primary clarifier number 1. There's a note that says capped pipe, possible groundwater monitoring well. So it's an unknown pipe.
So that was probably the existing, so there was previously an oil storage tank leak that was cleaned up in the 90s. There are monitoring wells that are still visible at the site.
Okay, so you wouldn't be adding any more?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Good deal. Any other questions?
Anybody else have any questions or comments or?
I thought it was a very good presentation. Thank you.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was complete. And the paperwork's complete, so that's good.
And we would definitely like to leave the 3 boards as exhibits if you so choose. They're labeled Figure 1, Figure 2, and Figure 3. You can have them.
Do you have any
So
motions
you guys
or-
can choose to move on it tonight or wait until a couple weeks from now if you want to study it and ask questions next
Just
time.
going to ask if anybody wanted to.
Go ahead.
I will make a motion to approve IW number, XIW number 1616, 90 Parsons Road. Application for upgrades to the water pollution control plant, town of Enfield, with our standard conditions, thank you. And any special conditions that this project would require.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Donna?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Robert?
Yes.
Charlotte?
Yes.
Jane?
Yes.
Joseph?
Yes.
Ginny? Yes.
7 in favor, motion passes. Thank you, gentlemen. Congratulations. Ready? Next on the agenda is reports of officers and committees. Anybody have any? No?
Just a quick question that maybe you can help me with. Just because I live nearby and I drive by it all the time, the Powder Hollow Sand and Gravel, which I think that they were, originally there was an approval for them to build condos, and then that had expired, and then they were recommended to go back to get another approval. My question is, I see that they have stockpiled a huge pile of tar pavement. Is that something that is permitted there?
I know there was talk of them possibly using that site as a place for the town projects to, when they take the pavement up and they're reusing it as base,
Okay.
to do that, but I'm not sure if they're actually got approval to do that. So I'll have Rick look into that
Yeah,
on Thursday.
it's a giant amount, probably thousands of yards.
I've been doing a lot of paving around town.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
They have.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? No?
It'll depend, I would imagine, on what permits that are existing for the sand and gravel lot
Right.
and what they are allowed to, because certainly sand and gravel lots are allowed to stockpile materials.
Yeah,
Right.
But it would just be if they could clarify
right.
on that, on the millings.
Okay.
And then make sure that it's stockpiled appropriately if there's any, I don't know what
Yeah.
drainage there is around there. I haven't been by the site recently, so.
Next on the agenda is report of the planning director.
Yeah, we received an application actually today, this morning, for development behind Country Diner. There's two pieces of property that are adjacent to each other that kind of extend from Hazard Avenue back and then behind the two pieces of property, one of them being the Country Diner. They're looking to build two different buildings over there. I believe one of them might be a health club, and then they're doing, they want to put an access road and kind of redraw the lot lines, but there are wetlands over there, so they will be coming here. You'll be receiving them next time. Other than that, that's the only application we have in so far, and these guys are going to go for planning and zoning approval next, so.
Okay. And Rick's been busy or not?
He is only working like 16 hours a week now.
Oh, okay.
So he does the best he can. He sent out the cease and desist, I believe, and the
Yeah.
violations that you received in your packets or at your desks. So
Okay.
he's doing the best he can.
16?
He was always hired as part-time, but yeah, so
We had him working more.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Do we have an updated list of like projects that, remember we had signed up to go and look at sites? And I know this keeps getting brought up, and I don't know that any of us have actually done a whole lot of visiting of sites, but can we get an update list of what the open permits are? And whether or not anybody's come in and given notice for construction starting, so that we can maybe
Done anything?
yep.
check up on them?
Yeah.
Be good. Okay, I did want to say, I heard tonight Charlotte will be leaving us and going to the Board of Ed. That'll be interesting.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
We'll miss you on our board, but
I'll miss you guys too.
you'll have fun on the Board of Ed. I'm sure it'll keep you really
The meetings
busy.
won't go this quickly.
Yeah, no, they won't. But congratulations.
Thank you.
Do I have any motions to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Meeting's adjourned.